Good day, everyone. So today we're going to talk about Trainer's Methodology 1 Orientation. So I am Rizaldi Mamawa together with Marco Alfonso, Carpio Trinidad Dizon, Jessica Lapada-Chinky, Mukal Vanessa, and Paraan Shaira. We're going to explain about this topic. So first, we have the competency-based training. So competency-based training is a training delivery approach that focuses on the competency development of the learner as a result of the training. So when we see the competency-based training, so it allows the trainers to choose whether it is cookery, smell, or any vocational program that offers, nag-focus lang siya sa mga yun. So unlike sa traditional na pag-aaral, iba-ibang subject or marami kang tinitake na hindi lang cookery, halo-halo. Pero dito, nakafocus lang siya sa competency na kinuha or gusto i-train ng bata or ng training. So the next one, let's proceed sa characteristics of CBT. So CBT, according to Foster 1990, Delcar 1990, and Norton 1987, there are a number of characteristics of competency-based training or programs. So the first, we have competencies are carefully selected. So we have to make sure as a trainer, lahat ng competency na i-take or ikakandak na training, kailangan carefully selected. So parang hindi lang mabawal yung effort or ma-adapt talaga ng student natin yung mga knowledge and skills. And next, supporting theory is integrated with skill practice. Essential knowledge is learned to support the performance of skills. So yun, may role rin dito yung paggamit natin ng mga different theories. So sa paggamit natin ng different theories, napakalaking tulong ito kasi it's supported na sinusuportahan niya or mas pinapatibay niya, in-strengthen niya kung paano mas maging effective as a trainers. So detailed training materials are key to the competencies to be achieved and are designed to support the acquisition of knowledge and skills. So kailangan talaga dito, dahil nga nakafocus lang siya sa isang competency, kailangan detailed. So kumaga step by step para talaga ma-achieve natin or magawa natin yung bina-perform na training. So methods of instruction involve mastery learning. So hindi naman tayo pwedeng mag-conduct na lang ng basta-basta. Kailangan talaga as a trainer, pinag-aaralan mo rin yung tinuturo. So next, participants' knowledge and skills are assessed as they enter the program. So yun, just like sa mga traditional studies, di ba? After the discussion and what do you call this class discussion, magkakaroon tayo ng assessment. So katulad sa CBT after ng class, so magkakaroon tayo ng assessment at the end of the yun, sa tapos na kung kailan nakikita na ng trainers nyo na pwede nang i-pa-assess. So next, learning should be self-paced. So yun, kasi may mga student, mas na-express nila when they work on their own. So flexible training approaches. The next one is flexible training approaches, including large group methods, small group activities, and individual study are essential components. So hindi lang pwede palaging solo rin. So kailangan din natin ng company to develop our communication skills and yun parang na-strengthen yung weakness mo na parang you are a shy type person. So the next one, a variety of support materials including print, audiovisual, and simulations key to the skills being mastered are used. So ngayon diba sa modern technology na tayo, we use different materials. So ngayon very accessible naman ito mga to and napakalaking tulong ito para talaga ma-achieve natin yung quality education. So next, satisfactory completion of training is based on achievement of all specified competencies. The following training modalities may be adopted when deciding training programs. So, nasa training delivery modes na pala tayo. So, sa training delivery modes, the dualized mode of training delivery is preferred and recommended. Thus, programs would contain in school, in industry training, or fieldwork components. Details can be referred to the dual training systems, implementing rules and regulations. Modular self-paced learning is a competency-based training modality wherein the trainee is allowed to progress at his own pace. The trainer just facilitates the training delivery. So, yun nga, sa modular, nagbibigay lang rin ng guide and modules yung mga trainers. So, yun, when they ask a question naman as a trainee, kung ikaw yung trainee, ayan, nandiyan palagi si trainer to guide. Pero yun, more on self-paced learning talaga siya. So next, we have peer teaching or mentoring. So sa peer teaching and mentoring, ito yung when you attain the competencies or you are capable enough to share your knowledge and tapos ka na dun, yun, you have the ability to share your knowledge. So yun, ito yung tinutulungan ng mga kasamahan mo. And supervised industry training or on-the-job training is an approach in training designed to enhance the knowledge and skills. So hindi lang pwede na knowledge lang yung nade-develop sa atin. So sa supervised industry training, yun, experience na kasi kaya nade-develop talaga yung skills natin. Very need natin yun. Kasi may mga tao na nahihirapan pag through discussion lang. Pero when it comes to application, napakagaling nila. Ganun. So next, distance learning is a formal education process in which majority of the instruction occurs when the students and instructor are not in the same pace. So basically, ito yung ginaganap ng online class. So like yung ginagawa natin ngayon sa MS Teams or any online platforms na nagkakandak ng online meeting. So next one is project-based instruction is an authentic instructional model or strategy in which students plan, implement, and evaluate projects that have real applications. So ito yung talagang magusisi na rin. Isa siya sa characteristics of CBT because it allows the students to work on their own, and dito na talaga magkakaroon ng parang step by step para magawa mo yung project na yun. So yun nga, kailangan natin ng kailangan yung tawag dito, yung project na yun connected kung ano kapinsin ng isang bata. So that's it, guys. So for the next reporter, may I call on Miss Jessica Dizon. Thank you.
Planning training session. This unit covers the knowledge, skills, and attitude in planning a training session. It includes identifying learners, requirements, preparing session plan, preparing basic instructional materials, and organizing learning and teaching resources. An important aspect of planning for a training session is to know what the end result should be. This is different from the aim, which is what learners need to have achieved by the end of the session. The outcome is a description of what the learners will be able to do with the learning after the training. Sa planning training session, meron tayong fact sheet, which is develop a data gathering tool for trainees' characteristics. So, yung objective nito is, given the qualification you are assigned to, you should be able to develop a data gathering tool for trainees' characteristics that is suitable for the learners that you have in your region or area of preparation. Yung supplies dito is bond paper, and then yung equipment, PC, printer with ink. So dito, sa paggawa ng fact sheet, di ba may ibibigay tayong papers kung saan nakalagay na dito kung ano nga ba yung task na gagawin nila during their training. So mas mapapadali yung buhay ng mga trainer. Then the steps and procedure, search for the sample data gathering tool for trainees. And then para may knowledge na tayo doon. And then yung characteristics is in the CO that was provided to you. Second is, based on the clients that you have and the qualifications assigned to you, edit the file to make a data gathering tool for trainees' characteristics which is suitable to your qualification. And area of operation, it's connected. And then third, present your work to your trainer. So, note, the sample given below is formatted for TM1 to you. You have to make a questionnaire that you can use with your prospective trainees. And then, assessment method. Need natin dito ng portfolio, assessment, performance criteria, and checklist. Kasi kapag may task sheet tayo, dito na nakalagay lahat ng kailangan nating malaman or tasks na ipinapagawa ng mga trainer natin sa mga trainers. So this is the checklist that we need to do when we doing a task sheet.
Job sheet. Title, plan a workshop or shop layout. Performance objective. Given the qualification assigned to you, you should be able to make a workshop layout that conforms to the principles of CBT. Supplies and materials. Drawing materials, computer, training regulations, equipment, PC, and printer with ink. A job sheet is a document that contains essential project information. It's a document that allows you to collect and organize information that you will need to fill out other documentation required to preserve your lien rights and get paid. Job sheets allow you to determine kung gaano karaming trabaho ang paparating sa'yo so you can increase staff levels if kinakailangan. Steps and procedures. First one, review the training regulations. Second, identify the workstations of your competencies. 3. Lay out the workstation for competencies. 4. Plan the arrangement of the 9 components of CBT. 5. Lay out the 9 components of the CBT workshop. 6. Evaluate your work using the performance criteria. Dito, yung checklist number 7, present your work to your trainer, assessment method, portfolio, assessment, questioning, and yung performance checklist is, kailangan dito lang malalaman kung tama ba or nasunod ba yung mga ginawa mong procedure or training.
Let's proceed to facilitating learning session. So this will be the source of information for you to acquire knowledge and skills in this competency independently and at your own pace with minimum supervision or help of your instructor. So, facilitating learning session, preparing the workshop venue and resources needed in facilitating learning session. These also include the learning on how to conduct a effective learning session. So the first task sheet 2.1-6 prepare training matrix. So given a qualification of your choice, you should be able to prepare a training matrix for a day of competency-based training session. So training matrix is tools used to schedule training activities, tools and equipment na gagamitin kada session. So dito sa training matrix, nakapulog dito yung mga training activities, name of the trainee, tools and equipment, and also the venue. So, naka-inventory rin dito yung mga training materials na kakailanganin natin. Then nandito rin yung session plan na kung saan nakita yung mga common activities, kaya you need to review the session plan and look for the common activities. So, the next one is the job sheet 2.2-2 conduct pre-assessment, and here's the procedure. So, get a copies of pre-assessment instrument of the qualification assigned to you. Form 1 to 4 you develop in Learning Outcome 1 of planned training and the gathering instrument of training characteristic. Number 2, prepare copies enough for every trainee. 3, distribute the following data gathering tools for trainees characteristic. And form 1.1 and 4.2 for orient the trainee on the following. A, purpose for collecting the data through this form and questionnaire. Instruction on how to accomplish the form. Then 7.3, solicit feedback from the trainees about instruction to ensure of their understanding. 7.4, be at the testing room all the time as the test is going on to assist trainees. 7.5, collect the papers and the answer sheet. And 8, check the number for pre-test. And 9, score each paper. Number 10, secure 3 fill-up form from your trainee. This will be the basis for your analysis in preparing the training needs. Then 11, based on the self-assessment form and the validation of competency evidences, decide who among the trainees are qualified to recognition of prior learning or RPL. So 12, recommend action on how RPL or recognition of prior learning should be administered to trainees who are candidate for recognition of prior learning as per your analysis. Then 13, prepare the summary of current competency versus required competencies and the training needs form for each trainee. Then the last one is 14, present your work to your trainer. And the next one is the job sheet 2.3-1, prepare a demonstration performance method training session. No, so number 1, select a skills for demonstration for the skills of the qualification assigned to you. Like for example is, yung naka-assign na skill sa'yo is cooking. So you can demonstrate it. So number 2, using the following step, prepare the plan. So the next one is the job sheet 2.2-2 conduct free assessment. And here's the demonstration performance method. Explanation, demonstration, student performance, instructor supervision, and evaluation. So job sheet 2.2-2 conduct free assessment is nagkakonduct tayo ng free assessment para makakuha o may malaman tayo about sa mga trainee natin kahit konti man lang, like for example kung hanggang saan na ba o kung gaano na ba kalalim yung nalalaman ng bawat trainee natin. Then the next one is the task sheet 2.3-3B, prepare achievement chart. So achievement chart, this chart is a monitor of the required project and activities usually in the job sheet of the competency based learning materials. So these requirements are needed in the attainment of the skill. So achievement chart is the improvement made by trainee in acquiring new skills, measure that the evaluate how will student perform against a standard. So magkaiba po yung achievement chart sa progress chart. Yung progress chart measured by how much growth the trainee to make over time and ensuring trainee future academic success from the word itself, progress. Then the next one is the job sheet 2.3-4, facilitate learning session. So effective facilitation involves acquiring relevant knowledge about the students and using that knowledge to develop our course design and training session. Effective facilitation involves aligning the three major components of instruction, learning objective, assessment, and instructional activities. Then job sheet 2.3-5, undergo focus group discussion on facilitate learning session. So after observing the job sheet 2.3 Dash 4, facilitate learning session. You should be able to undergo a focus group discussion with a group of trainee and list down observation about the activity. So, undergo focus group discussion on facilitate learning session. Hindi lamang knowledge yung and skills yung dapat nilang matutuhan or ma-develop, kundi na rin yung communication skills nila na kung saan natututo din sila sa mga training na irespeto yung bawat perspective ng bawat isa sa kanila. Then the next one is the job sheet. 2.4-1 conduct institutional competency evaluation to determine the achievements of the learning outcome in the module of instruction in a given unit competency. Then the task sheet 2.5-2 analyze pre-test and post-test result. Given a set of hypothetical pre-test and post-test score, you should be able to analyze the data using per-t-test. So, analyzing pre-test and post-test result are makita ba kung may progress bang nagaganap sa mga training mo or kung nadagdagan na ba yung natutunan nila or na-develop sa kanila. Job sheet 2.5 analyze training evaluation. So, analyze training evaluation to ensure that is delivered effectively and efficiently yung bawat tinutulong mo sa kanila. Dito makikita as a trainer kung may improvement or development ba sa mga trainee mo or kung effective ka bang trainer sa mga trainee mo. Something like that. So that's all my part. May I call the next presenter, Miss Junadel Ganet.
So good day everyone. Today we will discuss about competency-based assessment. So before I proceed to the next sheet or job sheet, I will i-explain ko muna sa inyo kung ano nga ba yung competency-based assessment. So it is consists of analyzing and evaluating each employee's skills and capacities based on the requirements. It is intrinsic to their post. So, in other words, competency-based assessment involves in measuring how the worker executes the tasks they need to perform on a regular basis. So, the first task sheet is preparing candidates' performance objective. Preparing candidates. So, the performance objectives are given a candidate competency assessment agreement, bibigyan sila ng pencil or a ball pen to do their task sheet. So dito, yung mga candidate natin, isi-prepare natin sila, especially in to do some checklist, ganun, or maglalagay sila ng mga iba't ibang details sa sarili nila. So the next task sheet is gathering evidences. So, dito naman sa gathering evidences is mostly yung mga trainers natin. Dito na nakapaloob yung criteria, range or variables. Nakapaloob din dito yung mga validity, consistency, currency, recency, authenticity, and sufficiency. So, in gather evidence naman, there are dimensions of competency. So, the third one is making assessment decision. So, in making assessment decision naman, is kailangan dito ng pencil, bond paper, para magawa mo yung assessment na yon. So, dito, ang first step nila is ina-analyze nila yung evidence. Kasunod lang siya nung kanina. Then, yung pangalawa is judge evidence. And the third is dimensions of competency. So, the fourth one naman is filling up the competency assessment result summary or
Good day everyone. So now we will talk about supervising work-based learning. This module covers the knowledge, skills, and attitudes required in order to supervise work-based learning process. This approach ensures learning through work activities, strategies, and to support workplace learning and work-based auditoring. So sa supervising work-based learning, need dito yung knowledge and skills sa pag-establish ng training requirements ng mga trainees, kung paano isasagawa yung mga work-based training and how you will monitor the training, if magiging effective pa siya, at kung makukuha ba yung mga objectives ng training program mo. First is job sheet 4.1 to 4. Determine trainees' training requirements. Every training should be based on what was already learned and what is needed to be learned or enhanced. Whether your work-based training is in conjunction with an in-house training or a work-based training after an in-house training, you need to assess the training needs of each of your trainees so that you will be able to plan the appropriate activities that will enhance their competencies. So, need mo i-determine yung mga training requirements ng trainees mo para malaman mo yung kung ano yung mga appropriate activities na ipapagawa mo sa kanila. Bakit nga ba kailangan mong alamin yung mga nagawa na nilang competency? Para paggagawa sila ng mga activity is hindi na mauulit. Determine trainees' current competency. To be able to determine the trainees' training requirement, it is very important to determine first the current competencies in order to determine the training gaps. As a trainer, alamin mo yung mga kakayahan ng trainee mo, ano na nga ba yung mga competency na nagawa nila. Second is checking with the trainee. When you meet the trainees, subject them to an oral interview or simply written test if needed. So, trabaho mo bilang trainer na i-check ang mga magiging trainees mo na gumawa ka ng oral interview or written test. Alamin mo kung ano yung saan sila mahina, like if the learner is having hard time to write or understand in English language, need mo gumamit ng mga simple language na maiintindihan nila. Last is research. Analyze any pre-session information available like enrollment form or pre-application form or other related documents. So, research is basahin mo yung mga information form, application form, or any documents na ipapasa ng trainee mo. Example na lang yung mga competency assessment na tinake nila and also resume. Pwede ka rin gumamit ng self-assessment checklist para malaman yung skills or knowledge ng isang trainee. Next is Job Sheet 4.1 to 5 Training Plan. Before deploying your trainees to their industry training, a thorough planning based on their training is very important. This plan shall serve as an agreement between the industry and your training institution. This will serve as a guide in the implementation of the industry training of the individual trainee. Training plan is a description of how the training will be done, the flow of training from input to end result, including the resource that will be used. The objective of training plan is to define the strategies, tasks, and methods that will be used to meet the training requirements. So, bago mo i-assign yung mga trainees sa isang training, kailangan na nakaplano ng maayos. Hindi naman pwede na basta-basta mo na lang sila i-deploy sa isang training, di ba? So, ang training plan ang magsisilbing guide throughout the training. Sa training plan, nakalagay yung mga tasks na need i-accomplish ng mga trainees. Next is Job Sheet 4.2 to 2A. Prepare Trainees Record Book. Training record book is to record the achievement of competencies agreed within the training plan while in the industry. This is a record of all training activities undergone by the individual trainee based on the training plan. So, sa trainees record book is dito ilalagay yung mga achievements ng mga trainees based sa training plan. And trainees record book ay naglalaman ng mga activities na dapat magawa ng trainee. So, dapat every activity na matatapos ng trainee ay ipaprepare mo sa supervisor. Ito yung magsisilbing evidence ng trainee para sa portfolio nila. So, dapat malinis yung trainees record book, avoid any correction or erasures. Job Sheet 4.2 to 2B. Preferred Trainers Progress Sheet. This is a monitor of individuals' accomplishments as per training plan. This is accomplished by the training supervisor and is monitored by the trainer or the industry coordinator of the training institution. Ang trainee's progress sheet is important din during training. Kung sa trainee's record book ang may hawak ay ang mga trainee, sa trainee's progress sheet naman ay ang supervisor ang may hawak and ang monitor and yung mga data na ilalagay dito is yung kukunin at isa-summarize from trainee's record book. Next is Task Sheet 4.3 to 2. Interpret and Analyze Program Evaluation. Evaluation tools are effective instruments of evaluation. Its interpretation and analysis are equally important. Analyzing and interpreting data. So, dito na yung i-evaluate yung training program para malaman kung na-attain ba yung objectives ng training program na ginawa. Makikita yung strengths and weaknesses ng program or training plan mo. And para mas ma-improve mo ito. Thank you for listening.
Good day everyone, I am Angeline R. Isgara and I will discuss the unit of competency number 5 entitled Maintaining Training Facilities. So as a trainers, what we're done with a particular batch, obligasyon din natin yung tinatawag na maintain training facilities. Hindi ka lang naman kasi trainer at hindi ka lang din naman assessors. Dapat you must know how to observe yung maintenance ng ating mga tools, equipment, supplies, materials, and even yung pag-maintain ng ating facilities for the incoming next batches. So yun yung pag-uusapan natin sa video na ito. So this module covers the knowledge, skills, and attitude required of a trainee to perform tasks and activities to keep the training environment in a functional and safe condition. So before we proceed to the task sheets, I will discuss first muna yung information sheet 5.1 to 1. So sa training facilities and equipment, dapat visible on workshop areas yung practical work area, learning resource center, institutional assessment area, contextual learning laboratory, quality control, trainer's resource area, distance learning area, and lastly, computer laboratory. And then sa information sheet 5.1 to 2, diniscuss dito yung importance of maintenance. And then, sinabi dito, yung maintenance is an excellent means of improving the performance and condition of equipment and facilities. And then also, na-discuss dito yung the growth of interest in maintenance. The factors contributing to the rapidly growing interest in maintenance are technological development, increasingly expensive raw materials, greater complication, increased fixed costs, reduce delayed activities and eradicate uncompleted work, and then lastly, yung environmental concern. And then, na-discuss din dito yung a maintenance program. So, a maintenance program is a comprehensive list of maintenance and its incidents. And then also, nandito din yung maintenance schedule. A maintenance schedule is a list allocating specific maintenance of an area, including equipment and tools to a specific period. And then lastly, yung a maintenance checklist. Maintenance checklist is a list of maintenance tasks, preventive or predictive, typically derived from through some form of analysis generated automatically as work orders at a predetermined frequency. And then makikita din dito yung functional chart of technical support services. And then lastly, sa information sheet 5.1 to 3, yung maintenance methods and system. So, na-discuss dito yung quality management is a method for ensuring that all the activities necessary to design, develop, and implement a product or service are effective with respect to the system and its performance. Quality management can be considered to have a main components. So, yung three main components na yon is yung quality control, quality assurance, and then yung quality improvement. And then makikita din natin dito yung the quality management cycle. And then I know some of you are familiar na sa the 5S housekeeping system. So 5S is the name of a workplace organization methodology that uses a list of 5 Japanese words which are seirei or sort, seiton or systematize, seiso or sweep, seiketsu or standardize, and then lastly yung shitsuke or self-discipline. And then also na-discuss dito yung tag-out system. So, tagging out is a system to warn or let you know whether something in your workplace should either be operated with extra care or left alone. And then, tags and labels help ensure the safety of trainees, trainers, staff, and prevent improper operation of equipment. So, yung example nito is yung caution, danger, and warning. So, now, let's proceed to the next slide. So, ayan. In this lesson, we will look at how the task sheet is structured so that a trainee can easily follow procedures and can practice on his own with minimal assistance from the trainer. So, I will discuss the task sheet 5.13a. So, what are task sheets? Ano nga ba yung task sheets? So, it is a set of instruction sheets telling the trainee to perform a single task. So, yung learning outcome natin dito is plan maintenance activities. And then yung task natin is prepare a housekeeping schedule. And then yung learning objective natin is yung after reading information sheets 5.1 to 3, di ba? Na-read na natin kung ano nga ba yon. And then you must be able to prepare a housekeeping schedule for chosen areas or area in your respective qualification using blank template number 1. So, makikita natin yun sa book. And then, yung time allotment natin is 30 minutes. And then, yung materials and equipment needed is yung blank template number 1, TR or Training Regulation or CBC, inventory of tools and equipment, laptop or PC, pencil or pen, bond paper, manual or procedures, schedule of activities of the school and then center, calendar, organization or school policy, regulations on maintenance program. And then yung sa blank template number 1, makikita natin yung qualification. So sa qualification, for example, ilalagay natin yung gas metal arc welding NC3 or GMAW NC3. And then sa area or section, yung practical work area, di ba? Na-discuss na natin kung ano nga ba yon. Sa in-charge naman, kunwari ako, Angeline Arisgara, and then sa activities, for example, nilagay natin clean and check welding equipment accessories from dust and oil, dry and properly laid out. So, basta lahat ng activities na ginawa mo doon sa practical work area, ilalagay mo dyan sa activities. And then sa responsible person, for example, trainee or janitors in the absence of trainees. Sa schedule naman, lalagay mo kung kailan ka naglinis. Example, second semester, month of December, ganon. Tapos, check mo kung daily, every other day, weekly, every 15th day, monthly, and then remarks, nasa iyo kung checks or X yung ilalagay mo doon. So now, let's proceed to the next slide, yung task sheet 5.1, 3B. So dito naman, makikita mo yung module title natin, which is Maintaining Training Facilities. And then yung learning outcome, same lang din doon sa plan maintenance activities. And then yung task natin is prepare an equipment maintenance schedule naman. So yung learning objective natin after reading information sheets 5.1 to 3, you must be able to prepare equipment maintenance schedule for the particular equipment in your workplace using the blank template number 2. So, yung time allotment naman natin dito is 20 minutes lang. And then, yung materials and equipment needed is yung blank template number 2. And then, same lang din dun sa yung TR or training regulation, and then inventory of tools and equipment, laptop, PC, or manufacturer's manual, organization, school policy, regulation on maintenance program. And then yung example natin dito kasi yung equipment maintenance schedule, sa equipment type, example natin, refrigerator. So sa equipment code naman natin is REF001, lalagay natin doon. And then sa location, yung practical work area ulit. And then sa activities naman, for example, defrost fridge. Basta ilalagay mo kung ano yung chinek mo sa refrigerator. Kung yung pinto ba, ganon, basta yon. And then sa manpower naman, trainer or trainees. And then, tapos same lang sa blank template number 1, yung sa schedule and then sa pag-check kung kailan. And then next naman, let's proceed to the task sheet 5.1. So ayan, dito naman sa task sheet 5.1 to 3C, module title natin, same lang, maintaining training facilities, and then yung learning outcomes natin, plan maintenance activities, and then yung task natin dito is prepare housekeeping inspections checklist. So yung learning objective natin, after reading information sheets 5.1 to 3, you must be able to prepare an inspection checklist on the same area chosen in task sheet 5.1 to 1. So ano nga ba yung chosen area natin doon? Diba yung practical work area? So yung time allotment naman natin dito is 30 minutes. And then yung materials and equipment needed is yung blank template number 3, TR or training regulation, CBC, and then inventory of tools and equipment, laptop or PC, and then schedule of activities to the school center, and then organization, school policy, and then regulation on maintenance program. So yung example natin dito, equipment maintenance inspection checklist, dun sa qualification, same lang, gas, metal, arc welding, and C3, and then sa area or section, practical work area, and then sa in-charge, kunwari ako, Angeline R. Isguera, and then sa inspection items, example natin, number 1 is the working tables clean and arrange according to floor plan, layout, and then check stability, tapos check mo if yes ba or no, and then yung remarks, and then inspected by, and then yung date. So, yun yung example natin. And now, let's proceed to the next slide. And then dito naman sa task sheet 5.1 to 3D, module title natin, same lang. And then sa learning outcome, same lang din dun sa mga nakarang task sheet. And then sa task naman natin dito is prepare equipment maintenance inspection checklist. And then yung learning objective natin, after reading information sheet 5.1 to 3, you must be able to prepare an inspection checklist on the same equipment you have chosen in task sheet number 5.1 to 2. So, yung time allotment naman natin dito is 20 minutes. And then, yung materials and equipment needed is yung blank template number 4, training regulation or CBC, inventory of tools and equipment, laptop or PC, schedule of activities of the school, center, organization, school policy, regulation on maintenance and program. So, example natin dito sa qualification, di ba alam na natin yung ilalagay dyan kung anong qualification mo. Same lang sa nilagay natin sa blank template number 1. Kung naalala nyo hanggang sa trainer in charge. Basta same lang dyan sa ilalagay natin. So, sa inspection items naman, example natin, number 1, is the workshop well ventilated and with enough illumination? Tapos, check mo if yes ba or no. And now, let's proceed to the next information sheet na maggamit natin sa task sheet na susunod. So, dito naman sa information sheet 5.221, yung na-discuss dito is yung occupational health and safety. So, I know some of you are familiar na din dito. So, yung occupational health and safety is a cross-disciplinary area concerned with protecting the safety, health, and welfare of people engaged in work or employment. And then next, sa information sheet 5.222, waste management. So, diniscuss dito yung waste management is the collection of transport, processing, recycling, or disposal of waste materials, usually once by human activity in an effort to reduce their effect on human health or local aesthetics or amenity. And then also na-discuss dito yung information sheet 5.321, yung types of maintenance. So, maintenance is a work that is done regularly to keep equipment, building, and grounds in good condition and working order. So, we need to learn the different kinds of maintenance in order to identify the activities and proper procedures in the management of facilities, as well as the time, money, and materials involved. And then dito makita natin yung types of maintenance, yung planned and unplanned. So, under ng planned, yung preventive and predictive at corrective. And under naman ng preventive, yung time-based, and then yung condition-based. And sa corrective naman, yung controlled and breakdown. And sa unplanned, under niya lang is yung emergency. So, now let's proceed to the information sheet 5.322, yung maintenance procedures and practices. It is a important to learn the different procedures and practice in the maintenance of training equipment in order to draw from this and plan the sustainable maintenance program for our own organization. So now let's proceed to the task sheets 5.221. So module title natin, di ba? Maintaining training facilities, and then yung learning outcome, implement housekeeping activities, and then yung task natin is prepare a waste segregation list. So sa learning objective, after reading the information sheets 5.21 to 2, you must be able to prepare a waste segregation list of solid waste in your area workshop by using the blank template number 5. So yung time allotment naman natin dito is 20 minutes. And then yung materials and equipment needed is yung blank template number 5, laptop or PC, pencil or pen, bond paper, manual of procedures in maintenance of facilities, schedule of activities of the school and then center, organization's waste management, policy, and rules and regulation. So example natin dito, di ba yung blank template number 5. So sa section or area, ilalagay natin yung practical work area and then baking laboratory naman. Sa generated naman, accumulated waste, example kitchen towel. And then tapos sa waste segregation method, dalagay mo lang ng X or check if recycle ba siya or compose or dispose. And now let's proceed to the task sheets 5.3 naman. So, dito naman sa task sheet 5.322A, yung module title natin is Maintaining Training Facilities. And then yung learning outcome natin is Implement Housekeeping Activities. And then yung task title is Tagging Out and Reporting. And then yung learning objective, after reading the information sheets 5.121 to 5.322 and given the materials, equipment, and procedures, you must be able to identify and tag out material equipments and document tag items. Area in a logbook or ledger card. And then yung time allotment natin dito is 30 minutes. And then yung materials and equipment needed is yung training regulation or CBC, inventory of tools and equipment, laptop or PC, blank template number 6, tag out or index card, organization school policy, regulation on maintenance program, tagging out materials, colored paper, board tip, marker pen, pins, or adhesives. And then example natin dito, sa log serial, for example, 0 to ilalagay mo. And then sa date issued, December 1, 2022, for example lang yan. And then sa type of danger or caution naman, danger ilalagay. And then overheated power supply. And sa description naman, power supply or power supply overheat. And then next,
So, let's proceed to my topic, utilizing electronic media in facilitating training. So, dito, mapag-aaralan natin ang iba't ibang klase ng media and facilitating training. So, let's proceed to the task sheet number 6.1-1. So, A. Prepare the power supply of a video camera. Dito, kailangan ng training na i-prepare ang power supply ng isang video camera. B. Loading, removing cassette. Insert the cassette straight fully into the compartment with the window facing out. Remove the cassette by pulling it straight. So, C. Recording. Most of the video camera has a selector on recording mode. Some can be done by just selecting on displaying menu. And some can be done using a button. So, D. Playing your recorded video. All video camera has its own playback mode or VCR mode. Select playing mode, locate the rewind button of the VCR control, and press it to rewind the recorded video. If you overwind the recorded video, you can press the forward button to forward to your desired recorded video section. So, tag sheet number 6.1-2. Connect video camera to LCD DLP projector. So, dito kailangan natin mag-connect ng video camera sa LCD DLP projector. So, equipment, video camera. Syempre, hindi naman tayo makakapag-training kung wala tayong video camera na gagamitin. Second, LCD DLP projector. It's a type of video projector for displaying video, image, or computer data on a screen or on their flat surface. LCD projector that use primes and mirrors split into 3 primary colors like the LCD screen technology of your computer monitor or HDTV, but it projector form. There's also the digital light processing or DLP projector that use a series of microscopic mirrors in order to transform digital information into a fully formed moving image of a video or a video games. 3. RCA cable 3.5 mil jack. The RCA connector is a type of electrical connector commonly used to carry audio and video signal. The name RCA derives from the company Radio Corporation of America, which introduced the design in the 1930s. The connectors male plug and female junk are called RCA plug and RCA junk. So, let's proceed to the job sheet number 6.2-2. Facilitate training using VCD, DVD, and LCD projector. So, kailangan nating i-facilitate yung VCD, DVD, and LCD DPL projector. So, assessment criteria. So, bago tayo pumunta sa assessment criteria is kailangan natin ito mga to. Number 1, equipments are inspected for safety working condition and normal operation in line with manufacturer user guides. Setup of equipment is performed in accordance with connection guide, safety practices, and presentation equipment. Equipment is operate based on presentation requirements and operation manual. Learn are oriented prior to film viewing in line with the expected outcomes of the lesson. 5. Learns are oriented prior to video viewing in line with the expected outcomes of the lesson. 6. Strategies to ensure that the learner will learn important information from the movies are implemented in line with the session plan. Equipment is stored in accordance with standing operation. So, let's proceed to the touch sheet number 6.3-1. Connect LCD DLP projector to personal computer. Personal computer or laptop, LCD DLP projector, and a VGA cable. You must be able to connect the LCD projector to a personal computer and display computer image from LCD projector. So, proceed tayo sa procedure in connecting the LCD DLP projector to a personal computer. So, 1. Place the LCD DVD projector and laptop on a stable flat surface. Locate the VGA port on the laptop. The VGA computer connect port is usually located at the back or side of the laptop. So, 3. Locate the VGA connector on the LCD projector. 4. Use a VGA cable to connect your computer to the LCD projector. Insert one end of the cable into the VGA connector. Sometimes the connector is blue at the back of the computer and to the same at the back of your LCD projector. So, let's proceed to sheet number 6.3-1. So, this is the last to my topic. So, facilitate training using personal computer and LCD DLP projector. Dito sa facilitating training, kailangan gumamit ng sarili nating personal computer and LCD DLP projector. So, kailangan gumamit ng personal computer ng mga trainee para sa kanilang gaganapin na trainee. Siyempre, kapag wala silang personal computer is hindi sila makakapag-train. So, that's all for my topic. So, thank you for listening and God bless.